everybody, BUCKSGEARBOX. Welcome to the table.
Hey, welcome back to the table, BUCKSGEARBOX. I'm out of my shop today, so you're going to hear some outside noises like that crazy Ohio wind and traffic and my noisy neighborhood. Just so you know, I've got some special unboxings to film today, and I'm really excited about that. This is the Spyderco Manix 2, but this is the River's Edge Cutlery exclusive Manix 2 that is brand new, and it's not widely available yet. I got this at the grand opening the other day. These are not online yet, but they will be. They're not online because they're still transferring to their new showroom. They've got a lot of stuff to manage before they get everything that they want to running back to normal. So give those guys a little bit of time, and this will absolutely be available. They got a lot of them from what I understand, and so chances are if you want one, you'll be able to get one, but you got to pay attention for sure. What's in the box before we get into the knife? You've got a sticker, pretty cool stuff. You've got the warranty and information guide, and you have this here note from Spyderco. I'm going to try to get this all in the shot, and then you can pause it and read that if you would like to. Some cool information there about what went on in the making of this exclusive. This is my first, hey, there's my noisy neighborhood. This is my first Manix 2, so I'm really excited about this. As a matter of fact, I was going to get a Manix 2 for a while there, just a little while ago, and then I heard through the grapevine that this was coming out, and so I decided to wait so I could get this specific one. And it's awesome. I haven't carried it much. I've tweaked it a little bit. I'm not used to the Manix 2, so what little bit I've messed with it, I'm not sure if you have to do that with all of them, but I felt like the button was a little bit stiff, the ball lock. So I put some oil in there. You can see I got some oil on the G10. But let's talk about the knife now that you've seen what's in the box. This knife is about 8 inches total, about 3 1/3 inches on the blade length, G10 handle scales, stainless steel liners, although obviously these are blacked out for this colorway. Just under 5 ounces in weight. It's a fairly hefty knife. It's a good EDC size for me. It feels good in the hand. Made in the USA, which is exciting for me as an American dude. Golden, Colorado, the aforementioned ball lock, which I'm not used to because I've never had a Manix once again, but it's very similar in feel to the Axis lock. It's both sides, ambidextrous, one hand operation, and it's pretty awesome, and the lockup is quite solid. Now let's talk about this awesome River's Edge Cutlery colorway treatment that is exclusive to REC and an exclusive deal with Spyderco. They're not going to make any of the knives in this specific colorway unless they are River's Edge Cutlery exclusives. Flat dark earth, PVD coated blade, olive drab, green G10 scales, give it a very earthy tone, very kind of outdoorsy look. All the guys there are outdoorsmen, and so they wanted to do something that kind of fit their personality, of course. So have about, I believe, 5 or 6 of these different Spyderco knives available now that the Manix is coming out. So quite a few to collect, so it can be kind of crazy to try to collect them all. I have 2 out of the 5 or 6. I can't remember how many there are off the top of my head, but I got into the game a little bit late, so I got to find some of those old ones, you know. Let's see, CTS 204P on the steel. I forgot to mention that, so I want to make sure that you knew. I think I'm dealing with a new camera setup, and it's supposed to automatically change to macro mode. I don't know if it's doing it or not. Anyway, enough of that. You can see what the steel is right there. You can see the little Spidey on there. And yep, this is an awesome little knife. Digging it. I've been told by many people that this is their favorite Spyderco, and I'm kind of getting that. I kind of understand why that is. Let's do some comparisons, and then I'll do some first impressions and talk a little bit more about the availability. First, I want to put it here with the Shaman. It's not that much smaller than this big old beefy Shaman, about a ½ inch total in length. That seems like, I wonder which one is heavier. It kind of feels like the Manix is neck and neck, maybe even a little bit heavier than the Shaman. I might be wrong on that. I need to get some scales out here in the shop. Anyway, so there it is up against the other exclusive that I have, the Shaman. Let's get some more knives out here. Let's see, here's the PM2. It's a little bit shorter than the PM2 overall. This is kind of fun because I have not done these comparisons myself yet. And again, this is a new knife to me. Put this guy up and let's get out the Para 3. Obviously that's gonna be a little bit shorter, a little bit more easily pocketable, I guess I would say. But that's, you know, that's very subjective. If you've watched my videos before, you know that this is one of my favorite knives ever. Let's put that guy up. Let's get another River's Edge Cutlery exclusive out. The Giant Mouse Ace Grand. Obviously different colorways, but still that earthy tone that they like to get to. About the same size as an Ace Grand, very similar. Kind of a full size, everyday carry pocket knife. Just to be grossly general about that, here's the bug out. Everybody knows kind of what a bug out looks like. Let's see, what else do I have with me today? I'll put it up against a ProTech Malibu. I just happen to have one in the shop here with me. And how about a Sabenza? Let's do that. A little bit shorter than that. All right, so you get the idea. There is a full-size, everyday carry pocket knife on this table. Not too big, but definitely not small. Some people would call it medium plus. How's that? First impressions, this knife is sturdy and stable. There is zero blade play. I even messed with the pivot screws quite a bit. I wanted to see how changeable it would be. I wanted to kind of check the centering. The centering is very close to center. It's not quite perfect. It's very close. So I was playing with that. And I noticed that as I backed these out on either side, there still wasn't any blade play. And I didn't back them all the way out or anything, or reconfigure the knife in any way. I didn't take any of the screws all the way down, but I backed them out enough that there, in any other knife, there would be blade play. So I was interested. The tolerances must be pretty good for this production knife from Spyderco. So that kind of impressed me right off the bat. And what I get, again, and this is kind of the vibe, that was a little bit of a test, but the vibe is that this is a solid EDC workhorse. And it kind of makes me want to get a second Manix 2 that I can beat up and not worry about, you know, kind of messing up the collectability factor of this guy. Although I am absolutely going to use it. I'll just probably be careful with it, that's all. All right, so let's talk about availability. I want this to be a short video. We have to talk about that. There will be a drop. This is straight from River's Edge Cutlery themselves. They are absolutely going to put these online in the very near future. If you're watching this at the right time, there's going to be a lag between now and then. I would guess about a week, maybe longer. I'm not sure about that. I'm not even sure if they've figured that out yet. But there will be a drop online. So what I'm hearing from the owners is don't pay secondary market prices for this knife yet. Just don't do it. Just wait, be patient, see if you can score one when they drop on the website, or when they open up the showroom permanently. If you live in the Columbus, Ohio area, and you really want one, you can go grab one as soon as the shop is opened back up for good. They're still under construction. That is my understanding. They've got some things they still have to work on in order to be able to open their doors officially for good. So just bear that all in mind, and, you know, be thinking about them as they navigate all that relocation stuff. Just so you know, and I'm going to try to put, I don't know, I'm filming this in the future before I edit it, of course. That's how these things work. But I'm gonna try to put a little bit of footage in the opening of that event. The grand opening was so cool. So I'll try to put that in the opening of the video so you can see just kind of the atmosphere, what that was like. And I hope to make a full video about that event later on, because it was absolutely phenomenal. It felt like a knife convention. It felt like a mini blade show to me, and that was really cool. This is really awesome. This should be available really, really soon. So by all means, don't get discouraged. If you don't have one yet and you really want one, from what I understand, they got quite a few. So, and you know, with Spyderco, this is an ongoing exclusive, and I do believe they're going to get more. And even some of the older exclusives, they have them on order, and it's just kind of a matter of time before Spyderco says, hey, we made some, here you go. So just keep that in mind. Don't get discouraged too bad in your hunt for the elusive River's Edge Cutlery, the avocado Spyderco knives. All right, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you all very much, and I'll see you in the next video. This is the River's Edge Cutlery exclusive Spyderco Manix 2. See you later. Bye.